Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be doing a what's in my bag uni edition one. I haven't done one of these in a while and I think there's also been a couple of things that I've changed, so I think it is time to do an updated one. I love bringing tote bags. This one is really good since the thicker straps don't dig into my shoulders as much, and there are also different compartments, so it makes it easier to find things too. My first essential item is my laptop. Most of the time I bring my laptop since the software I need to use is only available on a laptop, and yeah, I use the 2020 M1 MacBook Pro. It definitely looks a little rough now. I may or may not have dropped it once and now it's a little dented, but it still works okay and the battery isn't too bad too. The next item is my pencil case. These days I don't carry as many pens and stationery items as I used to. I try to keep it light because I prefer having a lighter bag. But yeah, the first item in there is usually always a black pen. I love the one from Pentel Energel. This one has a Snoopy design on it, and yeah, it's probably either my favorite design they've had so far or a close second. And they're also refillable, which is great. I find the only time I ever really need to replace their pen is when the grip part gets sticky, but other than that, yeah, they're my favorite pen for sure. The next one are mild liners. These are my absolute favorite highlighters. I love the color options they have. They have literally so many, and also how they're dual tipped. So one side is like this highlighter and then the other side is like a texter, and I usually use these for my notes or for worksheets. This one that was just shown was the lime green color, I think, and then this one is the baby blue or light blue. But yeah, this one's my favorite color. I just find fluoro highlighters a little bit harsh sometimes, so this is a great alternative. The next item I keep is a pencil. I prefer a mechanical pencil since I don't have to bring a sharpener, which sometimes gets a little bit messy. I like this one, which is the Kurotoga Advanced one. If you like having a sharp pencil, this is a great option because it rotates the lead around, so it basically keeps the lead always sharp. I also like to keep white out just in case I need it. This one is the Mono Air one, and the great thing about this one as well is that it's also refillable. I think I've only had it happen once where I had to buy a new case because the cogs wheel part broke. But other than that, I just buy a whole bunch of refills. It's super smooth, literally feels like it's gliding on paper, and they also have a lot of different colors available too, and they might have some with different designs on it as well. I have one that's got like a flower pattern on it, but I'm not sure if that's also in the Air collection. But yeah, I've been using this one for years. I think the last one I used for so long that some of the writing came off at the front. I could probably talk about stationery for a very long time, but if you want a more in-depth video about the stationery I use, I think I have a couple of what's in my pencil case videos which will probably go a little bit more in depth about that, and I'll have that in the description below. The next item I keep is my wallet. I love this light green color one from Oriton, although it doesn't look as fresh anymore since I take it everywhere and it's gotten a little bit dirty, but it has so many card slots which makes it really convenient, especially when traveling. And I also like how there are slots on the back as well, and I'll usually keep my travel card there for easy access. I also like switching between bags, so recently I decided to put kind of all the items that I usually switch in and out of my bags just in this pouch, so it's just a lot more convenient when I need to like switch to a new bag or something. I just grab this pouch and then pop it in the new one and I'm ready to go. The first item in there is this mini-sized perfume. This one is the Peony and Blush Suede from Jo Malone, and I also love their Wild Bluebell scent. I'm a big floral scent girly, and I used to not use perfume a lot, but now I keep one in my bag as a little touch-up if I need one throughout the day. I also get really dry skin, so I always like to keep hand cream in my bag as well. As you can see, this one is almost used up, but this one is my favorite scent I think that they've had so far, and also their rose scent. I really like rose as well. The next item is a lipstick. This one is sort of like a lip balm and a lipstick together, and I quite like this one since the color is quite subtle and natural, but sometimes I think it's also nice to add a little bit of color, especially in the colder months like winter, so I keep this one in my bag as well. I also keep purple cream for when my lips are chapped or super dry, also for insect bites. I feel like you can use purple cream for a lot of different purposes, and I got this one with a different tip as well to use like a lip balm, but I also know they have a different type of packaging as well that I think is slightly bigger, but I like the smaller size since it fits perfectly in my pouch as well. And also some tissues, which I usually forget to bring, so I keep it in here, so I definitely have it with me. The next item are headphones. I love listening to music, especially when commuting, so this one is definitely a must. I rotate around between the Google Pixel Buds and also the AirPod Pros. I love the matte texture of the Pixel Buds, like the case is everything, and the only thing I honestly wish they had was a mode between transparent and noise cancelling, because sometimes when I am walking outside I want to be able to hear what's around me, but the transparent mode is just a little bit too much and I get a little bit too much background noise. If I have a long day at uni, I'll also bring a portable charger. I picked up this one in Japan and it's honestly one of the best decisions I've made because it's so small and light, and my old one was quite heavy, and yeah, I try to keep my bag as light as possible, and also this one is just so cute. Depending on the class, I'll also bring a physical notebook. This one is the one from Kokuyo. It's from their Perpneb collection. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but you guys know Kokuyo notebooks are some of my favorite, and I used to use their soft ring notebooks a lot, and I've never used this collection before actually. I quite like this one since the size is small and there's also different paper types and layouts as well. I personally really like their rough, like textured paper. This one is the smooth one, and so I feel like writing on it, like the pen will just glide really easily, but I love the texture of the thicker and rougher paper, and I'm thinking of using that one for like a travel diary or journal. I think it'll be really fun to like draw in it, and it might actually be thick enough for paint as well. Another thing I really like about it is how it's made from eco-friendly materials and also how the pages lay completely flat. So when you're scanning as well, the pages don't flip up and like create any weird shadows. And yeah, I think I read somewhere that this took them a couple years to develop, which I just think is like so cool. And honestly, Japanese stationery sometimes, I'm just like, they're just on a whole different level. And even with the packaging, like when it came, I feel like there was so much care and just attention to detail put into like how it was packaged as well, which I just like love these little things. On a busy week or when they announce assignments, I'll also bring my diary. This one is the one from Muji. It's my first year using one from them and I've been loving it. I have a video on how I set it up and everything, so if you're interested more in like the details, I'll have that in the description below as well. But yeah, I find having an hourly planner really helpful just to block out my time and visualize my day, and then at the bottom I can write down my to-do list as well. And I think just because it's quite a small space at the bottom, it's also good to make sure I don't cram too many things into a day. I also bring a drink bottle. Lately I've been loving this one just because the size is really nice. Like as I said, I hate carrying like really heavy things, so I don't usually like to bring a big water bottle unless I'm having like a full day at uni. It's also insulated, although I don't really usually bring like warm or hot water. But yeah, and then there's also a lock as well, which is really nice because sometimes I get a bit paranoid about my water bottle like just spilling. And that is my updated bag for uni. Let me know down in the comments below what are some of your uni essentials. Do you use a tote bag or a backpack? Honestly, I probably should use a backpack because they say like it distributes the weight more evenly between your shoulders, so it's like better. But yeah, also let me know what other videos you'd like to see as well. I'm aiming to get back into a more consistent posting schedule again. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!